This is gonna blow your mind. Hey everyone, welcome to the wild world of bananas. Today we're diving into a topic that's close to my heart, or should I say close to my peel. We're talking about why we need to ban bananas. I know, shocking, right? This fruit, this symbol of potassium and comedic pratfalls, is actually a wolf in a yellow peel. So buckle up, grab your potassium pills, because we're boycotting bananas, remember? And get ready to have your minds blown. Today, we're diving into the top 5 reasons why we should ban bananas from human consumption. Let's get started.
Okay, so first up, let's talk about radiation. Yeah, you heard me right. Bananas are actually radioactive. I'm not talking about glowing-in-the-dark Chernobyl levels of radiation, but they do contain potassium-40, which is a radioactive isotope. Now, before you go freaking out and throwing out all the bananas in your house, let me explain. The amount of radiation in a banana is actually very small, like minuscule. You'd have to eat like a zillion bananas to get radiation poisoning, but still, it's the principle of the thing, you know?
So, we've covered radioactive potassium, which is pretty messed up, but it gets worse. The banana industry is riddled with issues that go far beyond what most people realize. It's not just about the fruit we eat, it's about the lives that are affected in the process. The story of bananas is a story of exploitation, suffering, and injustice that spans across continents and generations. Let's talk about the banana industry, because oh boy, is it rotten to the core. From the moment these bananas are planted to the time they reach our grocery stores, the entire supply chain is tainted with unethical practices. The big corporations that control the banana trade have a long history of exploiting workers, manipulating markets, and even toppling governments to maintain their grip on this lucrative industry. We've all heard of blood diamonds, right? These are diamonds mined in war zones and sold to finance conflicts, often resulting in human rights abuses. The term blood diamonds has become synonymous with exploitation and suffering. But what if I told you that something similar is happening with bananas? Well, get ready for blood bananas. Yes, you heard that right. The conditions under which many bananas are grown and harvested are shockingly brutal. Workers are often subjected to inhumane treatment, and the environmental impact is devastating. It's a hidden crisis that few people are aware of, but it's very real. The conditions for banana workers are often horrendous. We are talking poverty wages, exposure to harmful pesticides, and a complete lack of basic human rights. These workers toil in the fields for hours on end, often without proper protective gear, putting their health and lives at risk just to earn a meager living. And it doesn't stop there. Many workers face threats and violence if they dare to speak out against these injustices. Intimidation and coercion are common tactics used to keep them in line. It's a dangerous and oppressive environment that leaves little room for hope or change. It's basically modern-day slavery. Also, we can have our precious banana smoothies. The exploitation is so deeply ingrained in the industry that it's almost impossible to find bananas that are truly ethically sourced. The next time you enjoy a banana, remember the human cost that went into producing it. Next time you're at the grocery store, take a good hard look at that banana. Think about the journey it took to get there and the people who suffered along the way. It's easy to overlook these issues when we're so far removed from the source, but awareness is the first step towards change. Ask yourself, is it really worth it? Is the convenience and taste of a banana worth the exploitation and suffering of countless workers? We have the power to make more ethical choices and demand better practices from the companies that supply our food. It's time to take a stand and make a difference.
Okay, so this one might seem a little out there, but hear me out. Bananas have a long and complicated history, and it's not always pretty. For centuries, bananas have been taken from their tropical homes and shipped all over the world. And along the way, their image has been used and abused, often in ways that are insensitive and even harmful. Think about it. How many times have you seen bananas used as a prop in movies or TV shows to represent something exotic or foreign? It's lazy, it's cliché, and it's frankly kind of racist.
Alright, let's talk about the environment, because as we all know, the planet is literally on fire right now. Climate change is no longer a distant threat, it's happening right before our eyes. From devastating wildfires to unprecedented storms, the signs are everywhere. And while we often think of big industries and fossil fuels as the main culprits, our everyday choices also play a significant role. And guess what? Bananas are contributing to the problem. Yes, that seemingly innocent fruit sitting in your kitchen has a darker side. You might be wondering how something as simple as a banana could be harmful. Well, let's break it down. Think about it. Bananas are grown in tropical countries, thousands of miles away from where most of us live. These countries often have to clear vast areas of land to make way for banana plantations, leading to deforestation and loss of biodiversity. The impact on local ecosystems can be devastating, with countless species losing their habitats. That means they have to be shipped or flown across the globe, which burns a ton of fossil fuels and releases a whole bunch of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. The transportation process alone is a major contributor to carbon emissions. Cargo ships and airplanes consume massive amounts of fuel, and the emissions from these modes of transport are significant contributors to global warming. And don't even get me started on the plastic packaging. Many bananas are wrapped in plastic to keep them fresh during their long journey. This plastic often ends up in landfills or worse, in our oceans, contributing to the growing problem of plastic pollution. The environmental cost of this packaging is enormous, and it's something we need to seriously reconsider. It's time to face facts. People bananas are killing the planet. While it might be hard to believe that such a beloved fruit could have such a negative impact, the evidence is clear. From deforestation and habitat loss, to carbon emissions and plastic pollution, the true cost of our banana consumption is staggering. So next time you reach for that banana, think about the journey it took to get to you and the environmental toll it has taken. Maybe it's time to consider more sustainable options and make choices that are kinder to our planet.
Okay, so this is where things get really dark. We're talking about something that affects not just our food, but our entire ecosystem and way of life. And trust me, I don't say that lightly. The implications are far-reaching and deeply concerning. Did you know that the vast majority of bananas we eat today are all clones of a single variety called the Cavendish banana? This means that every Cavendish banana you eat is genetically identical to the next. That's right, they're all genetically identical. This might seem efficient and convenient, but it comes with a hidden cost. And while that might sound kind of cool in a sci-fi kind of way, it's actually a huge problem. Imagine a world where every single person is a clone. It might make for an interesting movie plot, but in reality, it would be a disaster. You see, when you have a monoculture like this, it's incredibly vulnerable to diseases. A single disease can spread like wildfire through a population that has no genetic diversity to resist it. One little fungus or blight could wipe out the entire global banana crop. And then what? No more banana bread, no more banana splits, no more banana phones. The consequences would be devastating, not just for our diets, but for the economies of countries that rely on banana exports. It's a scary thought, and it's all because we've become too reliant on this one single variety of banana. Farmers and consumers alike have put all their eggs, or should I say bananas, in one basket. We need to diversify our food system, people. This isn't just about bananas. It's about the broader implications for our agricultural practices. By relying on monocultures, we are setting ourselves up for potential disaster. We need to embrace biodiversity in our crops to build a more resilient and sustainable food system. Diversifying our crops means planting a variety of species that can resist different diseases and pests. It means supporting local farmers who grow heirloom varieties and other less common crops. It means educating ourselves and our communities about the importance of biodiversity in agriculture. Imagine a world where our markets are filled with a rainbow of fruits and vegetables, each with its own unique flavor and nutritional benefits. Imagine supporting a food system that is not only more resilient, but also more delicious and nutritious. Scientists and farmers are already working on this. They're researching and developing new varieties of crops that can withstand the challenges of climate change and disease, but they need our support. We can make a difference by choosing to buy and eat a diverse range of foods. So let's take action, let's support biodiversity in our food system. Let's plant gardens, shop at farmers' markets, and educate ourselves and others about the importance of crop diversity. Together we can create a more sustainable and resilient future for our food and our planet.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, stay juicy.